Part B, people. I've just refreshed the bottle with some fresh drinking water. We'll see how really filtered that is. And here's my mystery soap, which was supposed to be 4 drops of baby shampoo. I've got no idea what I just put in there. So, part A, we shrank the film, cut it to size, got 1 small cock up in it. This is Thailand, not much I can do about it. Next thing is, I keep a piece of signboard, the plastic signboard. It's like corrugated cardboard, but it's plastic. I keep a piece of that. I normally transfer the window film onto that piece of signboard, which is kept clean, and then wet it down. Never touch the film with your finger, just use the back of my nail in the extreme corner. Lightly dust the liner, because this is where static shows up and dust just flies in there from nowhere. Oh, this is not a nice liner either. Sunset film is a nice liner. It just peels off like a dream. This is not nice. Wet it down as you go, people. Gently lift the liner. Leave your film. Try not to spray above the film because you'll import dirt from up there. That's about as far as we want to take that. Just lift the liner, keeping the fingers off the liner because it's going to touch the film. Just drop that back down there. I'm actually doing this as if I was working mobile outside. Because generally speaking, if you're in a workshop like this, you wouldn't need to put the liner back on. You just get rid of the liner and put the film on the glass. But you'll see what I'm going to do. After I chewed this piece off. Oh, dropped it. My teeth are quite broken now from doing this. Of course, you can't even see that. Because you're on top of my head, all you can see is the window real close. Just ease that back down onto the glass. Oh! Did I say I don't like this film? So if you've got the window still in the car, you've got to climb in the back of the car now to put this on the back window. So what we do is we lift the film and roll it very carefully using that finger in against your thumb. That finger in against your thumb, top and bottom. Just lightly roll the film up. Keep it level where it starts to fall out the bottom. Remember which is the top. Place your film out of the way. Watch it doesn't unroll on itself. Quite often the liner will peel back and expose the window to air. Right, this can come out of the way. I was only using that to pull the liner off. I don't know if I like this. The table moves. I'm nailed. I can't see a piece of string or a strap when I need one, so let's just pray this doesn't go. Oh no. Find a strap, find a strap, find a strap. Hold on, people. know everybody enjoys a fail video, but I haven't got enough film to have another go at it. So we've got to try and get this right first time. Right, you go like that, you go like that. You come out of there and go. How long's this strap? Just talk amongst yourselves while I try and sort this out. One. Hopefully now the table won't kick out from underneath me, he says. And I did check the time too, it's gone 5 o'clock, so I need to get this on. My beer's getting old. Okay. Well, where's my sponge? Wet me up, landlord. Right. Unfortunately, this glass has had somebody using a grinder on the inside of the car, and there's lots of little grinding splats, little black bits of grit that have melted into the glass. I've picked most of them off with a blade. You basically run your fingers over the glass like this, and you'll pick up any little, I call them grinding splats, you'll pick them up. Or indeed any dirt. There's a hair there somewhere. I can feel a hair. There. There is a hair there. Oh, there it is, look. Can you see that? Looks like a cat hair. I'll just pick that up just by running my fingers on it. I can feel dirt there, but it's not stuck. I can feel it moving. Right, there's something stuck there. So, get your brand new blade. Don't use a second-hand one. Right now, see if we can hear this. Yeah. You hear that scratchy? I think I pulled a tab of glue off then from the film that was on before. There's another one, yeah. That is residual glue from the last film. There's another one there. Another one there. Well, this is starting to scare me a bit because I checked this glass and I've washed it already out in the sun. So basically just lightly blade the window. It's very easy to scratch it, especially with a second-hand blade. You do all this preparation, spend hour after hour after hour prepping it all up, and then you put it on and you get a load of little bits of dirt in there, and it just makes the whole job look like shit. It's quite, on a bad day, it's quite soul destroying. You try so hard and it just doesn't come out right. He's lost his blue thing. Where have I put the blue thing? Where have you put that, you numpty? There's my blue card, there's my felt scraper. Where have I put that other thing? That's another thing about getting old, is you put stuff down and you don't remember where you put it. There it is, on the floor, exactly where it shouldn't be. Because you don't want any dirt on it. Right, if you had a proper scraper with a handle on, now's the time to use it. Right, get your piece of cloth, do not use the dusty one. That's why you have different colours, so you don't get the dusty one. Wipe the top edge. Dirt's lurking up on the top and the sides. And trust me, that dirt is there waiting for you. In extreme heat. Don't let the water dry on the glass. It'll leave soap print. Nice even overlapping strokes. Right down to the bottom edge. See, there's still dirt on there, look. See that? Clean window, but I've still found some dirt. Wipe, don't use your hands. Particles of skin come off your hands, especially when you've got hands like that. Right. Last check, people. Oh, God, yeah. Last check, people. What you're doing now is you're using the reflections behind you to pick up anything you've missed. And trust me, I can see shitloads of it. It's like I didn't even clean it. There's a scratch. More, people, more. Right. When you use your blade, try not to switch sides, because you do literally fold the blade over, so try keeping it the same side up. That's more there. I've had to sand the outside the window with a Scotch pad to get the metal mark off, and I've been left with a scratch in the window now, which I might be able to polish. So we're still looking for any bits still stuck to the glass. Still another piece there. Right, I'm going to say that was a fail, and I'm going to do it again. That would have been left with loads of lumps in the film, and even though they're so small, you can hardly see them. Trust me, they're 50 times bigger when you put the film on. So, I used to have a system. I used to have red, white and blue cloths, and like through repetition I could actually remember which cloth was for which job. Sometimes you pick up a piece of dirt, you can hear it as you run your scraper across the window. If you get a bit left on the bottom, just gun it off. Right, wet up, don't go over the top, you can slide up to the top. And I've got these lines remaining where this had 3 pieces of film on it because they couldn't shrink it. Right, remember that's the top. Right, what I've done, I've bitten the liner off. That's the film sticky side. I've actually folded the liner back around the rest of the film. Now what we're going to do now is, is wet that corner a bit more. It looks a bit dry. Right, imagine you're in the back of the car now. Offer your film up to the corner and start to roll it out. Onto your glass. You can actually, when you've got your flow going, pick up the waste liner and pop the rest of your glass on. Now it will slide around for a certain amount of time. Don't try to do it in the hot sun. Never tint a car with the window exposed to the hot sun. Cool the window down, even if you've got to put towels on the bloody thing. Right, now here's an example of the film growing. Now it's on the inside. You see it's almost come to the edge now. It's almost come to the edge there. That's because of the thickness of the glass. So, work any of the nasty bubbles out, top and bottom. Using your using your applicator card, which I don't have. Establish a left and right, and then slowly start to move up, working up into the corners. Try to go vertical in the corner and just smooth the water out slowly. Do the other side as well. Go up vertically at the end and then start to bring it back in towards the middle. If you get any rogue fingers, you can do those on the glass. I think we're doing alright at the moment. So that's the top bit. Right. So let's move it down into the corner. Back to the centre. Bring it down a bit all the way along. Oh! Alright, there's a turd in the film. Now, are we going to save this? Is this going to be a saviour moment? Lift your film up. Try not to crease it. Identify your turd. I think it's a flipping little speck of hair. Come on, you fucker. You don't want to touch the film, to be honest. The more you mess about with this, the more you're going to ruin the job. It is actually, we'll have a look at that in a minute. Oh, we're on rescue mode now. Get your squirter, go right up underneath. Hear it? That dry ripping noise is dry glass. You want to avoid that. Right. Right, for those of you that can see, that fucker there, that would have ruined the whole window, if I haven't ruined it already. by getting little particles of dirt off my fingers and everything else in there now, and static. So back, work into the middle and up. To the middle and up, come back in a little bit. Right, he's back down. Okay, keep working out. And we're back over here. Keep working out. Right, and because of the curve of the glass, you are going to get fingers where it wants to pop up. Dealing with those is a different kettle of squid. Now, although I've only lightly, yeah, you can see all the rippling in it because I've only lightly stippled it on. What I want to do now is drive the water out. So now I'm using a more solid card. Equal pressure left and right. Overlap. Now see if you can see the water. You see that there in the sunlight there, like, see it? I can't really do it slow because it will leave water behind. I have got to walk all that out. That has all got to be walked out, otherwise it will leave an impression in the glass, in the film. Yeah. This is where your table moves and your glass falls on the floor. I am actually selling my business in the UK. If you're in the UK and you want to be a window tinter, £5,000. You can earn that in 2 months. Well, you can earn it when you want, really, but I was earning £2,000 a week. Probably not going to get that kind of money in this climate. But I was doing £2,000 a week. I was doing 3 cars a day. And also, on a night time, 7 o'clock to 3 in the morning, I was working down the docks, sticking stickers in the windows of Toyotas. I think it was about 5 or 6 years, 16 hours a day, 7 days a week, until I couldn't stand it anymore. And I told Toyota to stick it up her arse. But it gave me what I needed. And that was a fair amount of money to pay my house off and enjoy life. So, sorry about the camera's going to be dotting around all over the place. You're probably going to get seasick, but what it is it's me. I'm just scanning for leftover pockets of water. And I got to move my head around to bounce what I'm seeing off the light, or off the reflection. Don't let your window get too dry as well. Otherwise you start transferring rubber from your scraper onto the film. Nobody likes dry rubbing. So, yeah, it's got dirt in it. It's got dirt specks in it, but let's face it, this is far from the perfect setup to tint windows. Right, going back to the fingers. If you've got a couple of leftover fingers you don't want, like these two here, be careful. Those will shrink into a tight line if you overheat the glass now. So what you want to do is just warm the glass a little bit. Ease them down. Did they go away? Yes. Did they come back 5 seconds later? Yes. Warm the glass again. Push them down. Just warm the glass. Another thing you can do, put your finger inside the glass, and when your finger starts to get warm, that's enough heat. Although your finger gets warm, it takes a long time for the heat to come through the glass, so even when I put my finger back now, it's quite a bit warmer. But they've gone down and they've stayed down. So we'll come to this side now. Keep your rag tight. Warm your glass. And that's not hot at all, to be honest. Right. So basically, that's all you need to know. Well, there's a lot more, but in terms of getting you up and running, that's all you need to know. Right, be careful handling the film. I'm only handling it now because I'm trying to show you what it looks like from the outside. Drop that on there like that. Is that going to poke the glass? It is. Right, this is, I should just walk away, leave it alone. Walk away. Right, let's just let that go back there like that. Okay. That's your finished product, people. What you need to do now, especially with heater wires, of course I haven't got any, but with heater wires you'll find trap pockets of air and stuff around the heater wires. Just go over the window now, give it a good visual inspection. And yeah, that's not bad at all, really, for what it is. If there's any bubbles in there, which there isn't in mine, but if there are any bubbles, you get your card now. And if the window's stuck in the car, obviously you reach in around the side, or you have to spot where it is. I used to have masking tape. If I had a bubble there, I'd stick a patch of masking tape next to it, go inside the car, look up at the masking tape, and then drive the bubble out. So basically you would drive your bubbles out the glass. Any problems with... oh yeah, there's a bit of... can you see these water dimples here? There's still water under the film, look. So you just drive it out. That's most likely where I didn't drive, right along the bottom edge. Right. No. I just touched the film there on there. Yes. Well, people, I think I've kept you long enough. Going back to what I was saying about metal scratches, that there, I did that with a Scotch pad because there was a piece of metal that had rubbed on the window. If I hadn't have done that, that would have showed up now like a silver soldered line. There's one speck of dirt there. Huh, I've lost it. There it is. So there's one speck of dirt there. And I just touched it with my thumb, and the excess water You probably won't even see that. I'm just raising it. I've just raised it off the film. Generally, I do believe, I haven't missed the sunset yet, but there's no heat left now. Generally, oh no, actually, why not indeed? The perfect glass stand. Except it's going to hit the wheels first. Right, so looking at the film now, you see that line there, raised line? That's air. Look, it's wet. Stays wet for hours and hours, or minutes in this weather. Basically, just run your finger around that. Otherwise, I have heard. Oh, there's a huge lift. See, this is the thing about window film. Just when you think you have nailed it, it bites you on the ass. So we just want to drive that back down. Oh yeah, you want to watch these too. You've got to keep an eye on the window. You get one of those for too long, it'll get a dry line all the way around the edge there, and when you stick it down you'll have an outline of where it lifted up. A bit like that there. If you leave that too long, you'll get a dry line. Hopefully this will absorb the last few seconds of the sunlight. I'll be able to tamp it down. I'm happy with that. That's come out really good. Right, that's it. I'll leave you in peace. See you all later.